I am also proud to be the first Latina Dean of the Commonwealth of Virginia. As it will be your time one day to give back to those who come behind you. I see myself in you 20 years ago. Let me tell you why. I was born in Cuba, and under the communist regime, I was permitted to leave the island with only my grandmother and my sister. I left behind my father, my mother, my brothers, my grandparents, all of my family. I went to Spain, and then when I finally came to the United States, trying to get my family out of Cuba, I spoke no English, not a word, just like many of you. And like many of you, we did what we had to do to put food on the table. I went to school full-time, but I also worked full-time. From being a stock girl, lifting heavy boxes up the stairs, to standing for hours in a tomato picking assembly line, to cleaning houses with my grandmother. I was paid 50 cents an hour, and at the end of the week, after working 40 hours, I brought home $20 and gave it to my grandmother. It helped us put food on the table. I saw my grandmother, who had a PhD, working 2 jobs, and during the weekends, on her hands and knees, she cleaned houses. And I was next to her, but she never complained. We did what we had to do, and we were thankful, because we are free. Not going to college was never not an option. I knew that I had to get there, I just didn't know how to get there. And had it not been for that high school teacher who directed me and even wrote that check for me to apply to college, I would not be standing before you today. I have been blessed with an incredible number of mentors throughout my life, individuals who willingly share their time, expertise, and knowledge. That's why we are now here. It is our time to give back to you. You are the next generation of leaders of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the nation. The Hispanic Youth Symposium is a tremendous opportunity for you to connect with giants who are now willing to help you to get to college. You have a community behind you, from the governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, to all of the volunteers, to Dr. Miller, who has graciously opened the doors of this university, to all of the Virginia State University family. We realize that you are part of the future of the Commonwealth and the nation, and we stand ready to guide you to obtain that college degree. My grandmother often spoke about el papelito, the little piece of paper. She encouraged me to never stop learning. And even after earning my MBA, the first word out of her mouth were, continue on to your PhD and get that papelito. And if you can do it, if somebody else can do it, you can do it too. Each of you has a duty as well. You owe it to this country to succeed. For this country gave you the opportunity to pursue your dream. You owe it to your parents to succeed. They sacrificed themselves to give you freedom and a better life. Most importantly, though, you owe it to yourselves to succeed, because within each of you lies and have the potential to reach new heights, to make a difference in the life of those who come after you. You see, if a little girl who cleaned bathrooms to put food on the table can stand before you today as the first Latina Dean of the Commonwealth of Virginia, then you can as well, because the sky's the limit. And we are in a wonderful free nation, in a wonderful Commonwealth of Virginia, and we have resources to make you succeed. At the Reginald Lewis School of Business, we have launched a revolution of excellence, and I invite you to join us. We have developed the first integrated core curriculum in the nation that will be delivered digitally. Instead of using books, you'll now receive the information through your computer, through your iPad, through your notebook. And instead of paying $250 per book, they're now free. We have positioned our curriculum to ensure your success. We have developed cutting-edge curriculum and want to go into computer information systems. Finally, by affording you access to textbooks, we have now not only reduced your out-of-pocket expenses, we have provided you the ability to gain access to knowledge at your fingertips. Many individuals have provided endless hours to make this symposium a reality. I would like to thank 4 very important people at this point. Dr. Eddie Moore, former president of Virginia State University, and his wife, Alicia, who are honorary chairs of this symposium. They opened the door to Virginia State to welcome you to the university. They believed that dreams could become a reality and wanted to invest in the power of potential. You are now that power. I would also like to thank Dr. Keith Miller, 13th president of Virginia State University, who has been on campus for the past 14 days and returned from his vacation to welcome you, and who made this symposium a reality. I would also like to thank my little boss, Dr. Weldon Hill, has encouraged me to continue to open doors for all of you. When these individuals learn in the symposiums, they have embraced it and offered all of the resources of the university to ensure their success. I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, at this point to stand and give these individuals a round of applause in appreciation for their tremendous generosity. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to introduce you to the 13th president of the Virginia State University, Dr. Keith Miller.